Tonight's episode is brought to you by the Be Real Podcast Network. For more episodes like this, go to BREELnetwork.com. Enjoy the show.
We're true to our trade. We're here. We're doing what we need to do, Adam. We're churning it out for the people, for the listeners.
We try.
I'm trying to watch this fight right now.
The Floyd Mayweather fight?
The Floyd Mayweather Conor McGregor fight right now. I have it queued up on my phone. I'm watching it.
That'll tell you how far behind we are. We are recording this a week ahead of time, so
Yeah, by the time this show gets released, everybody will know. But we're recording it while I'm watching it, so right now it's in the 7th round and it's 3-3. So I thought Floyd would knock his crazy Irish ass out. So I'm gonna be paying attention to this while we
But
do
it's
the
still
show.
going. But it's still going.
Still going. I'll keep you guys posted if something big happens.
Sounds good. You brought a very unique beer this time.
It did.
Super insanely unique.
Yeah, I believe it's called Yum Yum or Yummy
That's a
Yum.
wise. Well, yeah, okay, yeah, Yum Yum. Never mind.
Yum Yum. It's written kind of funny.
It's looks very Arabic.
It's got a Middle Eastern man celebrating, looks like, on the front cover, and it's
And pretty much every single letter, it looks like it's written in a foreign language, but every single letter is written in English, but it looks like it's written in Arabic. So
right. So it is an American session ale.
would you call that racist? Would you call it racist
Why?
by doing it that way?
No.
You're clearly piggybacking off of an Arabic style. Is that what you would call it? Like, it looks very Arabic, but it's not. So
Floyd just landed a big right. But
Oh, yeah,
still,
did he?
Yeah. Still going. Anyway, the Yum Yum American Session Ale from this is funny, ironic, the Three Floyds Brewing Company. And we're
Heyo.
watching Floyd Mayweather fight. From
totally-
Munster, Indiana. is
we
where this
totally
is from.
planned that, by the way, guys. We totally planned it.
So I'll go first this time.
Yes,
I think
go first.
you went first last time. Let me have a go. I like it. Session ales are a little bit bitter, but they're not quite as hoppy as an IPA. I like the flavor of it a lot. I'm a big fan of this. Oh, I really like the artwork too. So I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 on my rating.
Well, describe the artwork for them. Just
it
quick
has
description.
it has a man with a beard. He looks like he's
Clearly
Indian?
looks like he's, Indian or Arab of some kind. Definitely Middle Eastern.
Indian subcontinent, maybe. I don't know, but it's good. It's good beer. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. We'll put pictures of it up on
Yes.
For Distractions Facebook.
I'd have to say it's not super hoppy. It's got a bit of a hop bite to it, but it's not terribly hoppy. If you don't like hops, you could definitely stand to drink this beer. Lettering definitely looks like of Arab descent, I guess you would say. Definitely influenced by the Indian or Arab culture. The beer doesn't really have any kind of unique wow factor. It just tastes like a generic ale to me, I guess you would say. It's just a casual hoppy beer. I'd give it a 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5, just an average beer for me.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I'm a little bit. I'm trying to watch this fight.
I noticed
and-
that.
yeah.
I noticed that. You're a little
It's
distracted.
kind of a big
for the
deal,
show.
though. Kind of a big deal.
Kind
It's-
of a big deal, yeah.
I'm streaming it on my phone here.
So I got a beer story for you, Scott. I got a beer story. I'm just gonna read you the headline real quick, and we'll talk about it.
Mhm.
Denmark brewer makes beer using human urine. Sink that into your brain.
In the words of Conor McGregor, what the fook?
Yes, they call it... It's a Pilsner. Can you guess what names they named it?
Pissner?
You're right.
Am I
You're
right?
exactly right. You're on point. They call it the Pilsner. Definitely a wordplay thing. What they did was... let me look here real quick. I guess this brewery decided to go full organic, and when they went full organic, they decided to use piss in their beer to
Sounds horrible.
It sounds horrible. Basically, what it is hang on a second. I'm gonna read you directly from the article. We don't have our resident brewer here to kind of explain the science behind it, but basically what it says is the brew is made with malting barley fertilized by the contents of urinals at the largest music festival in Northern Europe. The 50,000 liters of human waste liquid was used as an alternative to traditional animal manure or factory-made fertilizer products. I don't know the science behind it, because I don't understand why manure would be included in making beer. Do you?
I mean, maybe using the fertilizer to grow the hops or some of the other barleys or wheats or
that would be my
oats or
guess.
whatever they put in it.
I don't fully understand it. It's a weird thing. Apparently, their batch of beer that they made from the festival produced about 60,000 bottles of beer. How would you feel about buying a case of beer and the guy that sold you the beer said, "Oh, that was made using human urine"? Would you be intrigued or would you be disgusted?
I would be disgusted right away, without hesitation.
Apparently, there's a lot of people that say they taste the beer and it doesn't taste that bad. It actually, it doesn't taste bad at all. It tastes actually relatively good.
You forget that noise, man. Forget that stuff right away.
Well, it's organic. It's organic. It's meant to be, better. Is that what organic means? Better? I don't even know, really.
I just think it's another millennial hipster craze. The organic thing.
You say that, but I mean, it's Europe. Are there millennials in Europe, really?
They invented it.
Really? Did they?
I don't know.
I feel like millennial thing, that's like an American thing. That's like an Americanized thing. Like, I feel like each country should have their own thing. So,
I've had some beer that tastes like piss, but I've never had beer that actually is piss. I don't think I would even ever want to try it.
You wouldn't be curious, though? Like, not even curious. Like, even if you just tried once. Just once, be like, we made this beer. Like, people have tried it and they said it doesn't taste bad. People tried it and said you can't even really tell it tastes like piss. So, not to mention, like, when you think about it, like in space, like in space stations and things like that, they recycle their urine so that they can reuse it as water. So, they're technically drinking piss up there. So, there's a way to filter out piss so you can get the moisture for the water out of it so you don't drink the...
Would you drink it?
I'd give it a try. I would.
You would try it?
I would try it.
You drink that piss?
Yeah, sure, I'd try it.
You'd be a piss drinker?
If I went to Denmark and I went to this brewery and they told me they had a unique beer that was made with using human urine, I can't say that I would not try it. I can't say I wouldn't be intrigued. Because, yeah, like, if they're gonna make a beer like that, like, I know, like I said, I know astronauts, like, in space stations, they recycle their urine for water. So, nothing's wasted. Nothing is wasted in space. You saw The Martian. Nothing's wasted.
Yeah, I like The Martian. That was good.
I'd be intrigued. I'd be intrigued to try it. So,
well, I'll tell you what, Adam. If you bring some of the Belgian Pilsner on as a beer of the show, I will drink it.
Don't expect that to happen because I'm not going to pay the fees to get that in the country or anything like that. I'm not going to spend all that money now. No. But definitely intrigued.
If anybody was wondering, I was a little bit preoccupied at the beginning of the show. I was trying to watch the fight and do the show. Floyd Mayweather knocked out Conor McGregor in the 10th round, so it's over. It's done. Everybody already knows that. But
all right, like I said, not a sports guy, obviously. I like sports, but I'm not fluent in the rules and the ways of the sporting events, especially that is boxing. So, I'm curious. He got knocked out, but he didn't actually go down.
No, he actually didn't, but it was ugly.
So to me, that's not a knockout.
He was getting teed off on.
Don't care. It's not a knockout.
I,
He didn't fall to the ground.
the
I'm thinking Rocky. Rocky had to go down to get knocked out.
the official stopped it because he was going to get seriously hurt if he kept going because he
That's
wasn't even able to be defensive.
the name of the game.
Yeah,
It's
well,
the name of the game. Look at our football players today. How many get brain injuries and things? But name of the game.
Yep.
Name of the game, sir.
right.
I want to see blood. I want to see somebody pull out a fucking sword and chop somebody's arm off or something like that.
If it bleeds, it leads. That's why our news media always puts the worst articles first. You know, it's what people want to see. It's what people want to hear about.
Oh yeah, definitely. We're a violent culture. So, what have you been watching lately, sir?
On TV, movies, I got a phone call the other day. This is pretty cool. I was sitting around hanging out. My phone rang, and it was my boys over at the Family Video. Family Video. They called me, and they said that my account was randomly selected to receive a free rental this week.
Which you say your family video is in Hubbard or some shit like that?
Yeah, well,
You know
it's in Hubbard, Ohio.
Well, you know
It's-
there's one in Sharon, right?
Yes, you do know I live closer to Hubbard, Ohio than I do Sharon, Pennsylvania.
Do you? Is West mostly close to Hubbard?
Yes. We
Huh.
border Hubbard.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's closer.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I know there's one in Sharon.
I
but-
failed geography, sir.
Okay.
So
People
me-
listening are
to
like,
me-
what the fuck are they talking about?
to me, we're right next to California. So.
No, we're not at all. But speaking of California, though, I hadn't rented a movie from Family Video since I got back from California. So I think they just gave me a free rental because they wanted to get me back. Because I was spending some money there and I stopped.
Well, they need to get you back because you're the only one renting there.
So
You're
I
basically providing their
I got-
only economy.
I got my free rental and I rented Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I watched it, Adam.
And what did you think? I told you it was great. I told you it was amazing. I told you it was the best thing since sliced bread and Jesus. So what's next?
So you saw it when it first came out in the
Yes, I
movie
did.
theater?
I did.
Did you see it just one time?
Yes, because usually when I see movies, I see it with my mother and my sister because we kind of like the same movies. And if I see it a second time, I will either go with you or I'll go see it by myself. But I did not see this one twice.
Okay. So,
So
it's been a while
while.
since you've seen it.
Long time.
So I rented it, brought it home, watched it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. But when I was done with it, I remember thinking, that was good. But I did not like it more than I liked the first Guardian of the Galaxy. I love the Guardians of the Galaxy. This one was good, but it wasn't as good as the first one. But then it kind of snuck up on me. A couple days later, I realized I'm singing songs from it. I'm quoting lines from it. And I realized it's one of those ones that needed to sink in a little bit. So I gave it some time, and now I think, yeah, I really, really did like it. It's really up there for me.
I think your issue is, and I'm not saying your issue because you're fucked up and you're a bastard. No, I think what
I
your
mean, if
issue
the
is,
shoe fits.
I mean, I think when your issue is when you're watching movies, if you see a sequel, if you loved the first one, you're the kind of person that if you see a sequel, you're gonna say, "Well, I love the first one, with my whole heart. I'm not gonna love this one, no matter what." And I don't mean like you're not gonna love this one. I mean you're gonna think like, "Oh, the first one's better no matter what." But like you said, it had to sink in. You're singing songs later about it. You're sitting there saying like, "Oh my God, I'm thinking about this movie a couple days after." Like you had to really think about it. Like you said, I think you said your favorite Indiana Jones movie is which one?
Raiders.
Raiders.
The
Yes.
first one. That's my favorite movie of all time.
Exactly. Your favorite one is Raiders. All right, but I wonder if you would have watched Last Crusade first and then watched Raiders. Maybe Last Crusade might have been your favorite
I very much like
might
Last
have been,
Crusade.
because it might have been your first delving into the Indiana Jones culture is...
Well, we're going to talk about Indiana Jones. Raiders of the Lost Ark is by far my favorite film of all time.
Yes.
And The Last Crusade, out of the Indiana Jones films, is my second favorite. I really enjoy that movie. It's good. I like Temple of Doom. I would rank Temple of Doom third. It's not a bad movie. I like it. Willie in Short Round can be annoying. And it's a little bit dark with the whole child slavery thing. So those are
I like a good dark story every now and then.
See, I like more happy-go-lucky. That's just me, though. So that's mainly why it's still third, but I still think it's a good movie. But I like all of them. I'm not counting Crystal Skulls. I would rank that one fourth. That was a flaming turd. But I still like it because it's Indiana Jones. It's the characters we know and love. It was a bad movie.
I'm going to be honest with you. I've seen it a few times. I don't know if I could ever watch it again.
Crystal Skulls was a bad movie, but I enjoy it for what it is because it's our characters, it's our indie, doing it again. Jurassic Park, the first Jurassic Park movie, is one of my all-time favorite films. Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World, and Jurassic Park 3, they're both crap. But I feel like both of those movies hold special places in my heart, even though they're both not good, because of my love for the original movie has bled over into them. Pirates of the Caribbean, same way. So I think if I love, absolutely adore the original movie, and the sequels are kind of par to midland, then maybe they get bumped up a little bit because I love that whole universe.
Yes, but don't talk about Guardians like that, because Guardians 2 was amazing. It was great.
You think it was
amazing.
better than the first one?
I think... I said this when I first saw the movie, and I'll say it again. I think Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 was one of the first, if not only, sequels to a movie that I have seen that is on par with the first one. It took what the first one had and made it just as good. Like, if you think about it, when you think about a movie sequel, you think about, the first one's great, but the second one, it's a movie sequel, they're going to mess it up somehow. It's not going to be as good. It's not going to have the same magic. I think Guardians 2 was absolutely on par with Guardians 1. It was actually a good, great sequel to the first movie. It took what the first movie had and made it just as good. I'm not going to say it made it better, it made it just as good, which I think is the goal that people should have for sequels. People should stop thinking about sequels being like, we need to make it better. We got to take it and improve upon it. You don't need to, if it was good the first time, you don't need to improve upon it. Take what you had the first time and do it again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I think that's what Volume 2 did. Volume 2 said, it's not broke, why we got to fix it. So.
Well, I very much liked it. I even think I like it a little bit more now than I first did after I watched it. I still don't like it more than the first one, but that's not saying anything because I loved the first Guardian of the Galaxy. But I think the reason why I loved it so much is because I was completely, utterly ignorant on the Guardians of the Galaxy. And I'm not a huge comic book guy. Some of my friends are insane comic book guys. They know every superhero, every iteration of them that they've ever done. That's not me. I read several comics as kids, and I know these certain storylines. So I'm versed in some of these stories, but I knew nothing about Guardians of the Galaxy.
Nobody did.
It was kind of, from what I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, it was kind of a B or D level comic. It wasn't super popular. It was it was short-lived, had a short run, and obscure characters, had its fans, and that was about it. Didn't really expand out much further from that. And for Disney and Marvel to take it and turn it into the huge franchise that it is very impressive. And I went in and watched that first movie. I saw the first one in the theater, not expecting much, and was completely blown away by it. So I was happy with that. Since I already know the story now, and I'm familiar with these characters now, I didn't have that element of surprise that the first one gave me.
Yeah.
So that was something that was missing.
Well,
but
apparently in the comic books, it was a lot of the stories are a bit darker. Like, for example, Groot, he could talk in the original comics. Like, he had he could speak, he had like language, he could talk to everybody else, everybody could understand him. He only started saying "I am Groot" apparently when his species suffered like a disease. That I don't know, I can't remember, it was biological like weapon or something like that was used against him. I can't remember, but his entire species suffered a disease where eventually they could only say those phrases like "I am Groot." Like, they lost their ability to speak, but he could still say like "I am Groot," and that's how he could talk. And apparently Groot wasn't like, in the movie, he's like a happy-go-lucky individual. Like, he's, peaceful, he's kind of like, I don't want to say dim-witted, but he's gullible, maybe a little bit, and he like just kind of does things where it's like, in the first one, Rocket's like, "We got to get that thing off the wall," and blah blah, and they're arguing about it, and Groot's like, "Well, I just reach up and get it," and he just reaches up and just grabs the thing off the wall and takes it down and gives it to him and stuff, and the alarms start blaring. Whereas I guess in the comic books, he was a lot more violent of a character. Like, he was really fucking hardcore, and he was like kind of a villain in his first iteration that he was ever shown. Like, he was shown in a comic book before the Guardians were created, and he was a bit of a villain. He was like real violent. He's talking about killing somebody or some shit like that. Like, he was real hardcore. So they really changed his character, I guess, in these movies compared to the comic book. Which, I mean, they kind of did a lot with a lot of the characters in some of those stories. They can really do it with a B comic book story because nobody's really read it. So they're like, we'll just use the assets and make them whatever kind of character we want. So I'm a big fan. I loved it. I will say I'm really happy. For those of you that have not seen the movie yet, Sylvester Stallone does play a role in it. He plays a great role in it. I love Sly. I love him as an actor. I'm really happy he played a side role and didn't make it a Sylvester Stallone movie. Like, that's what I felt like that would have been if he would have played a bigger role in it. So he played a great role. I think it was perfect, his role. There's a lot of people that criticize it and they say, why do we need Sylvester Stallone? Like, we don't need, these big name actors in here. We don't need, Sly Stallone in here. We don't need Rocky in here. No, like, it's fine. I don't think it's fine. It doesn't take anything away from the movie.
Yeah, they did. They introduced Sylvester Stallone, and he was another Ravager.
Spoilers, he was like one of the Ravager leaders or something like that. Turns out the Ravagers have like different...
little like sects
Yeah,
almost.
I was going to say sex, like different
But they
organizations.
Have a code.
Yes.
They have a code that they follow, and Yondu, who's played by Michael Rooker, great character.
Love him.
He, apparently, what happened, he broke the code.
He broke the code when he took Quill, and he didn't finish the job.
Not just Quill, like we found out later, several children he was taking.
Yeah, he was apparently there's a big code in the Ravagers. They won't transport people in general. I think it's people in general. They won't transport slaves or whatever. They won't transport people, whether they're kids
and it made
or
it
adults.
worse that it was kids.
Yeah. They won't transport people in general. They're criminals, but they're criminals with a code, and they won't get people and children involved.
They're more of guidelines.
Yeah. So he broke the code when he agreed to take Quill and these other kids, as passengers for whatever bullshit reason. So it was a great role for him, and it brought Yondu into a better light. It made him more of a character than just like a side, Ravager leader character. Now he
was more of a villain in the first one.
Yeah, now he has a story. Now he's like, because apparently in the comic books, Yondu was a Guardian. He was a Guardian of the Galaxy.
He becomes a Guardian of the Galaxy in the second film.
Yes.
But the first one, he was more of a villain.
Yeah. Like in the comic books, he was an original Guardian of the Galaxy or some bullshit like that. Like, he was a Guardian.
OGs.
Yeah, the OGs, and then he kind of like, he was all for the Guardians. He was all for Quill and shit like that. He was all for him. He was fight for him. So it was a different story, but still, it was a great story. I liked Baby Groot. You weren't as big of a fan of him.
It was okay. I didn't dislike him.
No, you didn't like, but you weren't as big of a fan.
Everybody was raving about how Baby Groot steals the movie.
It brought an innocence to it.
It did. I didn't dislike him. The scene with him and Rocket with the with the nuclear bomb.
Yeah, that was great.
That was a funny scene. I'll give that.
I don't want to spoil the scene for you guys. I really don't. I want to talk about it. I don't want to spoil it. It's a great scene. Just that whole sequence. Of
that
events.
scene was shown in the trailers, so
but not the whole thing.
Not the whole thing. But
it went a lot longer than what they showed in the trailers. It was a great sequence of events. But yeah, it was great. I loved Baby Groot. I loved the opening. The opening to the movie was great. They were fighting the monster in the background, and Baby Groot's just kind of dancing into the music, and just it was great. I liked it. I'm a Baby Groot fan. But Drax, our boy.
Yeah, I liked him. He was probably my favorite character in this film, and I really didn't care for him too much in the first one. He was much better in the second film. He had a different
he had to
aura
learn.
about
He had to
him.
learn.
Yeah.
He had to learn that family, isn't just what you relate to. And he had a mission in the first, and his mission was taking revenge for the death of his wife and his child. This one, it's like, yeah, he still wants to kill Thanos for that, but yeah, he found a family. He found a family, and it's great.
And he was funnier, and his dry humor really was great. Yeah.
He had a lot of good one-liners. I liked it.
Very like Drax a lot. It's a good film.
I loved it. I saw Kong Skull Island recently.
How was it?
It's not bad. It's not a bad movie. It's not as good probably as the original. Better than the Peter Jackson.
Well, that was crap.
I'm gonna say it was a good movie.
Now they're tying that movie into the Godzilla universe.
Yes, they are. They make a very good point to explain what is the one actor's name.
I don't know.
He plays in a lot of comedy movies. He played, I want to say Talladega Nights. He played Will Ferrell's counterpart. John C. Reilly. Yes.
Oh, John C. Reilly was in the movie.
Yes, John C. Reilly.
Oh, I like him.
That's the name I'm thinking of. John C. Reilly. He played a character that kind of played like exposition character, where he was basically.
He's also in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes, he was.
Sorry.
Amazing. I do love that. I do love that actor. He played a very good role in this movie, I think.
Boats
he was,
and hoes.
He was basically like exposition ex machina. That's what he was. Like, he was there to provide for the main characters and the audience what Kong was all about, what those tribes people were all about. Spoilers for any movies we're talking about. Basically, Kong was there to protect the tribes people from this ancient monster that exists on the island, this lizard type character. And basically, he explained that Kong's still like basically a baby. He's still kind of like a youngling, and he still has a lot to grow. So now we know from what he said there that he's going to grow huge, and he's going to grow big enough to where he can either take on Godzilla or he can fight along Godzilla to whatever monster they decide to come. Because they've talked about it in the new Godzilla movies. They're going to bring in Mothra. They're going to bring in King Ghidorah. They're going to bring in Rodan. They're going to bring in all these other characters. And they're bringing the MonsterVerse to fruition, and I like that. I like they're going to bring all these other monsters, and then they're not just going to try to do like the 1999 Godzilla, where it's like, Godzilla versus the military and this, that, and the other thing. So,
yeah, it's Godzilla versus another monster, which is really what the original Japanese Godzillas gave us.
Which I find, like, I know you didn't like the remake Godzilla.
The 2014.
Yes.
Yeah, it was okay. I didn't really care for it. I have a special place in my heart. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. The 1998 Centeropolis Godzilla movie. I like it. I like it a lot. It's just fun.
It's not fun.
It's fun to me.
Very shitty.
It's fun to me.
Matthew Broderick. It's not that great. It's okay. I listen. I got a special place in my heart for it too, because it's my childhood. Like, I remember seeing that movie. I had one of those Taco Bell toys when you get kids meals. Back when they had kids meals at Taco Bell, where it was like a squishy little ball thing that was like a keychain, but it had like a little baby Godzilla, like it was a Godzilla egg, and you squish it out the liquid, and you can see the baby Godzilla. I had one of those when I was a kid. I used to have that shit all the time till it fucking broke, because they always break. So
that's heartbreaking.
Yeah, like that was absolutely my childhood too. But I also, my childhood was the original Godzilla, the Japanese Godzilla. I still have VHS tapes of some of the original, like Godzilla, like when he was fighting that fucking giant crab and the giant tarantula, and Godzilla versus Rodan and Godzilla versus Ghidorah. Like I have
versus Mechagodzilla.
Yeah, I have that too. Like I've got a lot of those tapes, and I used to love it.
I was a Gamera fan, and I hope they bring Gamera into this universe. Even if he's got to fight Godzilla, I don't give a damn. I like Gamera, the giant turtle.
Everything has to fight Godzilla because
Yeah,
even Mothra's going to fight Godzilla.
I was
imagine.
a Gamera fan.
So
I was a big Gamera fan.
I just hope they don't do the whole thing. If they're trying to do a serious universe, I hope they don't do the whole thing where it's Godzilla and then like aliens come down and it's like aliens creating Mechagodzilla and it's like aliens bringing down these alien monsters. I really kind of hope they don't do that because that's going to be a little
We got that
weird.
in the original Godzillas. There was the aliens who came down, kill all monsters.
Yeah. So we had that already. I really hope if they do a Mechagodzilla, I really hope it's just like the humans that do.
I don't want Godzilla Jr. blowing smokos. That's what I don't want. I don't want that. But
yeah, I don't need no psychic Japanese women talking to baby Godzilla and shit like that, talking back. I don't need any of that. Let's bring some serious stuff. I enjoyed the original. I say the original, the first remake Godzilla movie back in 2014. I enjoyed it. I did not think there was enough monster fight though. There was way too much human, not enough monster, and I think that's what is the problem. I think that's the biggest criticism. That's the problem with the movie.
And here's another thing. If you're going to do people, this is just me, okay, you got to humanize it. You got to have some human element. You had way too much Scarlet Witch and not enough Walter White.
I don't know. I think she's... I don't mind her.
Way too much Scarlet Witch, not enough Walter White.
I love
just saying it.
Here's my thing. Do you like Bryan Cranston because he's Bryan Cranston, or do you like Bryan Cranston because you like Breaking Bad?
I like Breaking Bad, but I also like motherfucking Malcolm in the Middle, okay? So
I like Bryan Cranston, but I don't know if his hype is just because he was such a good character in Breaking Bad, or if he's actually a good actor. So,
well, I like him. I think he's good. And he died so early in that film, and it made me angry.
I think one of the best scenes from that movie, though, was the scene where the soldiers were dropping into the city, and they were parachuting in. They had the masks on, and they were dropping in next to Godzilla. Like, they saw Godzilla, and you could see the scale. Like, Godzilla, he didn't give a shit that troopers were dropping in. He didn't give a shit about that. He's looking for the monster. Mm-hmm. He doesn't give a shit about the human element. Right. He doesn't care. And I thought that was such amazing because it showed you the scale of human to monster relativity.
Right.
So
I want to rewind here a little bit because the 1998 Godzilla film with Matthew Broderick, I can see that it wasn't a good movie, but I really liked it. And you're telling me that you didn't like it? You didn't think it was fun?
No, I didn't like. You know what? I'm gonna go on a limb here. I'm gonna say the reason why I didn't think it was fun. I didn't like the Godzilla design. I didn't like the design of Godzilla. He looked way more lizardy than monster. I guess you would say he looked more like they were trying to go for like a dinosaur vibe than like a monster.
They had
vibe.
Iguanas on Bikini Atoll that got nuked.
I just didn't like the way Godzilla looked. And there was like
it's Zilla now.
Yeah, now
it goes
it's Zilla.
by Zilla.
It goes by
right?
Zilla now. There were parts of the movie that I liked. I'm a fan of Matthew Broderick. I do like him as an actor. So I did enjoy his role. But
there's a fun fact. The company that owns Godzilla years later purchased the rights from Centeropolis, from the company that did the 98 Godzilla film. They purchased the rights back. And their goal was to basically purchase it to never ever let it have anything again, because that movie ended on a cliffhanger. You still had the egg, so like they left it up in the air for a sequel, which it didn't make enough money. It wasn't, the reviews of it weren't very good, so it never happened. But there was always that chance of maybe there's going to be a sequel. Well, the original company, the Japanese company, bought the rights to basically squash any idea of ever making a sequel, which was fine. But now there's been talk, that's when they changed the name to Zilla, of maybe, possibly adding the Zilla character to this universe and having Godzilla fight it and kill it once and for all and be done with it.
They already did it in Japan.
The Japan one, right, but
Yeah.
they're bringing it to the American universe.
They're not going to do that. People would hate them. People would hate them for that, because here's the thing: this universe is trying to make it super serious. If you did that, it would be really self-aware and really silly, and it would kind of ruin any.
Have you ever seen a Godzilla movie? They're very silly. They're very silly.
Not the 2014 one. It wasn't silly.
No, it wasn't.
That's what I mean. Like they're pushing for a more, like with Kong Skull Island, they're pushing for a more serious, more just less self-aware monster universe, and I think that's fine. There's no way they would bring Zilla into it, because it would be too silly. Like, that's the reason why they did it in the Japanese version, because it was like Godzilla takes on all monsters. Like, he was literally fighting every single monster, and they brought Zilla in so that... And if I saw the scene where Godzilla took on Zilla, and literally it ended with Godzilla swinging around, tail swiping Zilla, and then breathing fire on him, and it was over in like 2 seconds. Like, it was their...
It's a metaphor.
Yeah, it was their comment on what they thought of the 98 Matthew Broderick film. Like, it was their comment on it. Like, it was bullshit. The Zilla's bullshit. Godzilla rules over it.
So guilty pleasures. I'm gonna name a few. I want your. Okay, that one, the 98 Godzilla film's a guilty pleasure of mine. Got another one for you. What you think? Did you ever see the early 2000s film with Christian Bale and Matthew Broderick called Reign of Fire?
No.
With the fucking dragons. Did you ever see that shit where
Yes!
How?
Yes! Takes place in the future?
Yes!
Takes
but
place in the
dragons
future?
come back?
Yes! Oh my god, I remember that
How
movie.
fucking great. Okay? Shit movie. Absolute shit.
I didn't like it.
But it was so fun. Come on.
I didn't like it.
What? How fun.
And I'm the medieval dragon guy. I love that kind of fantasy bullshit. I didn't like it that much.
Oh.
I didn't like it.
No,
I didn't
really?
like it. I gotta be honest with you, I didn't like it.
Guilty pleasure of mine. It was great. It was just... they fucking jump from the helicopter. Like, oh, dude. They're like, oh, man.
I didn't like it. I get it. I totally get it. They were trying to do the thing, but I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Like, it's really hard to bring fantasy into present day or future. Will Smith is trying to do it with his new movie or TV show, or whatever he's trying to do on Netflix, where it's basically future day, like he's a police officer and bullshit, but it's like orcs and elves exist and there's magic, but it's like modern day future exists in our universe. He's trying to do that. It looks good. I don't know how it's going to play out, because I don't know if you can do that. So I can't remember the name of it is, though.
Well, Reign of Fire. Need to give it another chance. I used to have it on VHS. It was a good one. And then we've got other bad movies that just were fun. Like Snakes on a Plane is one of those films. Terrible movie. But it's a guilty pleasure of mine. I think it's so fun. Starship Troopers, we always talk about that. That's a great example. We love it. It's a terrible movie. Really badly done. But it's just so fun. Deep Rising, starring Treat Williams. I would throw that on the list. I got all kinds of these, like, and mainly they're like action-y, sci-fi-y a little bit. Those are the movies that are my guilty pleasures. That just, they're rotten.
I get that a lot.
But
I got a guilty pleasure movie. I told you about it before, earlier today. Rocket Man. I watched that recently. That's an old Disney live-action movie about a mission to Mars. It's like a kid's movie.
Harlan Williams?
Yes, and it's a guilty pleasure. Like, I watched it a few days ago. I could watch it again and probably still enjoy it. It's a guilty pleasure movie of mine. Which, by the way, like, when you go back and watch those old, like, live-action Disney movies where they were just, like, kind of, like, licensing movies left and right, like, oh, you got this kind of idea? Here you go. Here's a Disney license. They kind of swore a lot in those movies. Like, there was a lot of kids' movies where, like, they were, like... It was a lot of mature themes in a lot of those movies. So, like, they're like in Rocket Man, there's a scene where he gets real shit-faced drunk. Like, he's blasted off the wall drunk, like taking shots left and right and everything like that. The scene, like, as he's going through like astronaut training and everything. Like, There's a lot of mature themes in those movies.
I didn't realize Rocket Man was a Disney film.
Yeah, like it has a Disney, like, remember the classic like cartoon Disney logo where it's like the blue castle and whatever, and there's like the little arc
Like
that goes
Buena
through
Vista,
it.
yeah, Walt Disney Corp.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's like a Disney. I don't think they actually made it. I think they might have just licensed it, but yeah, it has a Disney logo before it, so they made a lot of those movies.
Speaking of Disney live action films, this is another sports one. I don't know if you're familiar, if you've seen these movies, but I was thinking about it. One of my favorite films, and this is a movie, we were talking about this earlier. The sequel I actually like better than the original, those are few and far between. I mean,
Oh yeah,
I like Terminator 2 more than I like The Terminator, and I like The Terminator a lot, but Terminator 2 that's one example. Spider-Man 2, probably. X-Men 2. It was just a couple
Spider-Man
examples.
2 is like considered one of the best Spider-Man.
Those are just examples of
up
sequels.
until the new one that was made. So.
Those are examples of sequels that I liked more than the original.
Yeah.
This one, Mighty Ducks 2, I like better than the Mighty Ducks 1. And I like
Blasphemy.
I like the Mighty Ducks 1 a lot.
Blasphemy.
Mighty Ducks 1 is a good movie, but Mighty Ducks 2, there's something special about that movie. But then there was Mighty Ducks 3. And I still scratch my head. So, you mean to tell me, in Mighty Ducks 2, they play in the World Championship, and they're able to beat the juggernaut that is Team Iceland. Motherfucking Gunnar Stahl. Motherfucking Jeff Sanderson. Like, they were grown-ass men playing in, like, the U12 Pee Wee Ice Hockey League. And they fucking beat those guys in the championship. Oh, it was special. It was something special. But then, Mighty Ducks 3 rolls along, and they go to some, like, high school prep academy. And they can't even make the varsity team. You mean to tell me they just won the world damn championship, and they can't even play varsity for you? What a bunch of horse shit. If Coach Bombay was here, this wouldn't be flying. Sorry. I think Mighty Ducks 3 sucks balls. And Mighty Ducks 2 is a great movie. Just had to get that off my chest, Adam.
Okay, so do you know YouTube Red?
I'm familiar, yes.
All right. Do you remember the Karate Kid?
Well, yeah, Ralph Macchio, of course.
I'm gonna need your help with this for a second.
Okay.
Okay. Who was the Karate Kid's arch nemesis? It
Oh,
was,
what was his name? Cobra Kai.
Yes. What was his
His
name?
name escapes me.
The
The little punk-ass bitch.
Ralph
Really?
is Ralph Macchio.
No, Ralph Macchio was
No.
Daniel.
William Zabka. I'm sorry, William Zabka. Right? Was that it? William Zabka?
I mean, is that the actor name?
That's what I'm asking. Yes.
I don't
Yes.
know. I don't know the actor's
Johnny,
name.
was that his name?
Johnny, yes, Johnny.
William Zabka. Then thank you.
Johnny was
Okay.
the...
There's apparently, I heard about this and I read a quick article. I don't know how true it is. Apparently, there's a YouTube Red show that's going to be coming where, starring William Zabka, Johnny.
Just call him Johnny.
Yes, Johnny.
Starring Johnny
He's-
from Cobra Kai Gym.
As an adult,
Okay.
he's restarting the Cobra Kai gym.
Okay.
Okay. I never saw any of the movies after Karate Kid 2. Did they have, or Karate Kid 1? Did they have a meeting at any point after Karate Kid 1 where like they had another fight or anything like that? Do you remember?
Yeah, Karate Kid 2, I believe
They
there
did?
was... Yeah, Karate Kid 2 was basically a direct sequel, same characters. Then there was a couple. Oh my god, you might have to Internet Movie Database this to fact check me. Then there was the one like Hilary Swank. Hilary Swank was the Karate Kid, and Mr. Miyagi trains her, so it was like a female Karate Kid. Not to be confused with $1 Million Baby.
Yeah.
Speaking of boxing.
Okay. I was
Okay.
quickly reading that for a second. But apparently this new concept for this new Karate Kid show where Johnny reopens the Cobra Kai dojo and he starts teaching his new students the way he was taught when he was a Cobra Kai student.
He teaches him to sweep the leg?
Yeah, basically
Okay.
things like that. And I think what it is Daniel-san has to kind of come back in the mix as like a Mr. Miyagi character and like kind of show him like this is not the way we have to do it. And he reopens like the Mr. Miyagi thing, and it's like a rivalry kind of thing.
Good to see Ralph Macchio doing work.
If I can't remember, I think that is the way the story is supposed to go, but it's supposed to focus more on Johnny and less on Daniel. It's supposed to focus more on his journey reopening the Cobra Kai dojo. So it's a YouTube Red thing, so you got to kind of pay for it and subscribe to that thing. But like that's how you're going to see it. But that's apparently what they're trying to do right now.
I like the idea of it.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like bringing back the Karate Kid like that with the same actors, like adults. Like, hey, we're going to open our. That's like a movie. That's like a future movie. Like, hey, remember us? We were like those karate fighters. Well, guess what? We're going to open our own dojo and train kids. Like, yeah. Like, take it back from Jackie Chan and Jaden Smith. Take it back from that. That's what I'm saying.
Never saw that.
Yeah. I love Jackie Chan. Having said that, not a good movie.
I would say I like Jackie Chan. I wouldn't go
Jackie
so
Chan.
far as say I love him.
I love Jackie Chan. Love him. I'm a Jackie Chan man. That's what I am. But no,
Rush Hour is cool.
Let me tell you
Shanghai
how,
Noon is cool.
Let me tell you how Karate Kid ended with the Jaden Smith Karate Kid. It was the same whole thing where he had a rivalry, blah, blah, blah. Jackie Chan was training him, and he had like the final fight. And what happened was his leg got fucked up thanks to the other fighter, and he basically like had like a sprained leg or twisted leg or something like that, so he can kind of only stand on one leg. So he did like the crane pose.
Right, yeah.
He did the crane pose, but he kicked him in the chin while doing a backflip with one foot. Having only trained karate for like 3 months.
That's like some Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
That's like
shit.
some Crouching Tiger, Hidden bullshit shit is what that is. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, you're really going to end it like that? Like, you had such potential and you're going to end it like that. But whatever, I guess. It took place in China, so what am I going to say?
Did it?
That's
Was it Japan?
It took place in China.
It was actually in China.
I don't know if it was filmed in China, but it took place in China.
Oh.
Like, he was an American child that his mom got a job in China or whatever, and she went out there to work, and he was just like he's like the new kid on the block. Had a bunch of hits. Chinese food made him sick.
That's what you did there.
I laugh at my own jokes, and I love them.
Is that LFO?
Yeah.
Okay. I saw LFO in concert.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How was that?
It,
Was it
just
like
as you'd expect to be
average
an
as
LFO.
best?
I mean, it's however you would expect an LFO concert to go. That's how it went. I was probably 16, and I thought it was tough shit. And I was at an LFO concert, so there's that one for my resume.
Listen, I've been listening to a lot of music from my 90s childhood. Like I say 90s, actually like 2000 childhood. Like, I've added some Offspring back to my playlist of things to listen to. It holds up as some fun music. I'm going to say that it holds up as some fun music.
Alexa, play LFO every other time.
LFO by Granddaddy.
Stop. Just stop. Alexa, stop.
Scott is having
Don't put this on.
I am going to put it on there. Scott is having a really, really hard time with his birthday present.
Don't put it on.
I'm going to put it on.
Don't
You
put it
might as
on.
well comment on it because I'm going to put it on.
Don't put it on.
Do it. Come on.
No, I look like a fucking I sound
It's
like a
not you.
kindergartner.
It's technology that's making you look stupid, not you. Like,
No, if I probably
technology's fucking up.
LFO by Granddaddy.
You're probably fucking up the name. And
That's what I'm doing.
So-
It's exactly what I'm doing. I just got it.
Alexa, play.
Yeah.
What's the
see?
song called? What's the
See?
song called? Alexa, stop. Stop that shit. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Just stop. Just stop right now.
Just quit it.
Just quit it. Just quit it.
Just quit it.
Just quit.
Alexa, shouldn't have fucking know.
Alexa, play Pretty Fly for a White Guy by The Offspring.
Not that one.
Yeah. She didn't hear me anyway. Doesn't matter. The speakers.
Offspring, huh?
Yeah, I've been listening a little bit of Offspring. I put System of a Down back on some of my shit.
Okay.
I've been listening to a lot of like really like, I guess you would say things I listened. So I'm going back to school. I guess you would say I've been playing things I listened to when I went back to college. Not realizing it until after I started listening to it. This is what I listened to in college. Like, that's kind of what I've been listening to a little bit lately. Do you know how I found those songs, Ken?
Burn CDs? Did
No.
you go through your burn CDs?
No, I have them. I got a whole CD book. Remember those old school CD
I
books?
do remember. I've got 3 of them.
I only have one.
They're priceless.
They are.
You can't replace those.
I can't, like, I'm thinking about it, like, I don't know what to do with those CDs. I'm never going to use them again, but I can't throw them away. There's too many memories. Like,
I just will pop in one and be like, oh, I remember this song. I used to cruise around in my first car when I was 17 and jam to this in my CD player. Oh, I remember this. I got my dick sucked to this song when I was in high school. Like,
I don't have those kind of memories, Scott, so I will thank you not to shame me a little bit. I will thank you not to, please. And thank you.
Alexa, play Slob on My Knob by the 3-6 Mafia. She does that one. Anyway, so what's in your playlist right now? You said Offspring, System of a Down.
System of a Down. That's like the highlights. It's like a lot of Foo Fighters too. Got a lot of Foo Fighters on there. A few Rise Against. There's a big cut in that song. It's a lot of like really old school like hard rock. Apparently, I didn't know this, but when I Googled it and Wikipedia'd it, a lot of those bands and a lot of what I listened to in college is a lot of emo bands. I didn't notice that, but they consider like a lot of those emo bands.
You were an emo kid, huh?
Apparently, I didn't know. Didn't know. I made fun of them a lot, but apparently they are. Alexa, stop. That's not a good song. It's not a good song.
Yeah, it's a good getting your dick sucked to song.
Don't have those kind of memories.
I could get my dick sucked to Milli Vanilli, and that would be a good dick sucking song. Blame it on the rain, yeah. I need to. Well, now that I have Alexa here to help me out,
You need like Spotify or something like that.
I can just go wiki wild.
You're gonna go like I'm imagining that you have your Echo Dot. You're just gonna come home and instantly you're gonna be like, Alexa, play this song. She said it. See, Alexa, play a song. Alexa, stop.
Now you've done it.
Alexa, stop.
Now you've done it.
Yeah, she stopped. She knows who's boss. Yeah, it's a lot of that. You need like Spotify or something because that's how I found some of these songs. I forgot or didn't know that Spotify had like a suggested list based on whatever playlist you make. That's how I found a lot.
Pandora
of
does that too.
Well, Pandora is like Pandora is like you create a station,
A genre
station,
right.
and like you thumbs up the song if it comes up.
Exactly.
Spotify is more like you create your own list and then you just add songs to that list and it'll play off that. But then
Right.
at the bottom they'll have like based on that list they'll have suggested songs. So it's better.
Oh, I know.
It's
I know.
better.
I know Spotify. I wouldn't say it's better because I like
No, better.
surprises. I like surprises.
Well, okay, if you want surprises, you can just add a couple songs to a list and it'll just randomize a lot of bullshit.
That's what Pandora does. So,
I'm just saying,
Yeah,
you
I
can
like
have the best
surprises.
of both worlds with one app instead of two.
or I can just tell, who over here what I want to hear.
What do you want to hear, Scott?
Right now, I'll tell you what I don't want to hear.
What?
The fucking Kid Rock. I am so
Okay.
oh.
Do you have any guilty pleasure songs? What do you have guilty pleasure songs?
My guilty pleasure is Teeny Bopper.
Really?
Yes, I love Miley Cyrus, Taylor Swift, her older stuff. Um, yeah, just like
I'm gonna show you guilty pleasure.
whatever
song of mine.
comes on like the top 40, the hot stations. Yeah, I'm into the teeny bopper. Kristen makes fun of me all the time. I like teeny bopper.
I'm gonna show you a guilty pleasure song of mine. Let's see if our old friend over here has it. Alexa, play "Side by Side" by Ariana Grande.
She better have that.
Side to side. That's it. That is a guilty pleasure song of mine right there.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is
No,
about
it's
that
fine.
song.
Teeny bopper.
I don't know what it is about that song.
It's okay. She knows her shit.
Alexa, stop. I don't know what it is about that song, but it is a guilty pleasure song of mine. Couldn't tell you what. I think Ariana Grande, don't really like her as a person, but she has an amazing voice. She could sing her fucking ass off. So I think that's might be why I like it.
So, when I was in probably the 7th or 8th grade, I actually did this, and I'm ashamed to say I did this. I bought the album Kid Rock, Devil Without a Cause, when that CD came out. And I actually really liked it. Because he was more of hip hop back then. He played rock music and rapped to it. And I had my phase where I was kind of into the Limp Bizkits and the Corns, where they played metal and rapped to it. Even a little bit of Linkin Park used to do that. And
Yeah, their first couple albums.
yeah.
Speaking of Linkin Park, I do have a story about that for a
but,
second.
But I'm just saying those kind of groups that played rock, heavy rock and rap to it, I had a phase where I liked that. Very embarrassed by it now. But I had the Kid Rock Devil Without a Cause album. And then he changed over time. He went from that, he put out a country album, and he's horrible now. He is on par. To me, he's like Nickelback or Creed. Some of the worst fucking bands you can imagine. I hate Nickelback.
I hate Nickelback. Guilty pleasure. I used to listen to Creed.
They're pretty horrible.
Every single song is the same, but I used to listen to them.
God awful.
I used to listen to them.
I can honestly say that I never liked Nickelback and I never liked Creed, so I'm proud to say that I've always disliked those two. But I used to like Kid Rock, and now I can't stand him. He is horrible. A song, one of his fucking songs come on, I want to vomit. I love the song Werewolves of London by Warren Zevon. Kid Rock fucking ruined that song by taking it and sampling it. All he does is he's playing Werewolves of London, and he's singing Sweet Home Alabama over a different song. It's the worst fucking thing you could have ever done, and I hate him for it.
It's like a mashup.
And he has that song with fucking Sheryl Crow. Oh, God, I don't even... It comes on, I want to vomit all over everything.
So I'm going to bring a downer note to this real quick. Okay,
Yeah.
You brought up Linkin Park.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this real quick. Okay, if you didn't already hear about it, some weeks ago, lead singer Linkin Park, Chester Bennington, killed himself.
I did hear that.
He committed suicide.
Yeah.
He had been going through a lot of depression and a lot of different issues for years and years. He's been battling, and he actually killed himself. It's sad. It's really sad because he was a voice of my childhood because I used to listen to Linkin Park all the time as a teenager. So it's a little sad. I just want to bring this up. If anybody out there has any kind of feelings of depression or suicidal thoughts, please call the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. Their number is 1-800-273-8255. It's a serious issue. If you're thinking about that, it's never the answer. Absolutely not. It's very sad that it happened. He had a lot of apparently childhood abuse issues he had been dealing with for years, and it just kind of got the better of him, apparently. So little bit of a downer note, but Linkin Park is a band of my childhood, and it's sad to hear that.
How good was the Linkin Park Jay-Z crossover album?
It was amazing.
So fucking good.
It was amazing.
That was so good.
If you go back and listen to the first two albums, they're actually pretty good. They're actually pretty enjoyable, especially the second one, Meteora. So it's, I did that like after I found out he died. Actually went back and listened to a couple of their albums a few times. So yeah, cheers to you, sir.
Yes.
Pour one out for our homies.
Yep. And if anybody ever needs to talk, you can always hit For Your Distraction up too.
Yes. Just don't hit Scott up if you're right-wing conservative, because he'll, argue with you.
I'll talk. We'll talk a lot.
It's a good show, sir. It's a
Yes,
good,
sir.
very, very good show. If you guys want to get a hold of For Your Distraction, you guys can email us, fordistraction@gmail.com. We are also on Facebook and Twitter. Search For Your Distraction @podcast FYD. We are on SoundCloud and iTunes. Search For Your Distraction. Rate us, like us, share us with your friends, and write a review. The only way we grow is if you help us grow. That's kind of how these shows work. We are also a member of the Be Real Podcasting Network. Head over to BRELnetwork.com. We got a lot of great shows on there. Obviously, us. If you haven't heard, we're on there too. Movie Guys Podcast. Hey, I Like the Game. There's a few really great shows. Head over there. Take a listen. Really amazing.
The beer of the show. The Yum Yum.
Yum Yum.
The Yum Yum American Session Ale by the Three Floyds Brewing Company, Munster, Indiana. I enjoy it.
I got a question about this label.
Yeah.
I didn't notice this before. There's 2 cats on the label. What the fuck? The pink blobs next to his
They
arms.
are
They're
cats.
fucking cats.
They are cats.
They're cats. What?
So I don't have the slightest idea. There's a lot
What?
going on. We got to take a picture of this and post it on For Your Distraction social
What?
media. This is great. This is great so people can see what we're
Giant,
looking at.
like little pink cats. They look like they're black cats, but they're pink cats. With next to a 6-armed man. He's got 6 arms on
Like
him.
Lord Ganesh?
Yeah, he's got 6
Okay.
arms on him. I'm not kidding. 6 arms,
Like
big ass.
the Hindu god.
Yeah, 6 arms, a big ass beard, and some pink cats.
Is it Lord Ganesh that has the 6 arm, or is he the elephant god? Is the 6 arm god Kali?
One of them. Either way, he's got a lot of pussy.